A few things still echo in my head, even years later. Stop being so sensitive. I heard that whenever something hurt me, imagine growing up with a ghost, a sister who only existed in whispered stories and silent tears. Then, one day, a single message shatters your entire world, revealing that the ghost was real, and your whole life was built on a sickening, heartbreaking lie. For as long as I can remember, my mom told me about my twin sister, the one who supposedly died during childbirth. She'd say things like, "We were meant to be a pair, Tammy," or "You were so lucky to survive." Sometimes, when I was being difficult, she'd even say she could tell I was carrying my sister's rebellious spirit. It started when I was around 5. She'd show me this tiny pink baby she kept in a special box, nestled away like a sacred relic. She told me they had bought matching ones, blue for me, pink for my sister. My dad, he never talked about it. He just got really quiet, his jaw tight, whenever Mom brought it up. Mom would spin these elaborate tales about how twins have special connections. She'd ask if I ever felt lonely for no reason, or if I ever felt like someone was missing. And honestly, I did. I always did. I grew up feeling this strange emptiness right next to me, a void that should have been filled. For my entire childhood, on every single birthday, we'd visit this little memorial garden. Mom said they'd scatter my sister's ashes there. We'd leave flowers, sometimes a tiny toy. I'd sit there, talking to her in my head, while Mom cried quietly beside me. It became our thing, just me and Mom. Dad never came. When I was 12, I found Mom sobbing in the bathroom, clutching that little pink hat. I asked her what my sister's name would have been. She told me, Mabel. She said they'd chosen it because it was my grandmother's name, and it matched mine. Tammy and Mabel. Hearing her name, it felt so real. My dad left when I was 16. He and Mom had been fighting constantly, getting worse and worse. He drank a lot, too. The night before he packed his bags, I overheard them. Dad was shouting that it wasn't right, that it had gone too far. Mom was crying, pleading, saying she was protecting me, protecting us. I'm 24 now. I haven't spoken to my dad in years. Mom told me he moved to Arizona and started a new family. Why wouldn't I believe her? Last month, my whole world detonated. I got a friend request on Facebook from someone named Mabel Campbell. The profile picture was of a woman who looked exactly like me. My stomach clenched. I thought it was some kind of sick joke. I almost blocked her immediately, but then she sent me a message. "I think you might be my sister. I was adopted at birth. I've been looking for my birth family." I called my mom, screaming, demanding answers. She just hung up on me. Wouldn't answer my calls for days. My hand shaking, I messaged this Mabel person back. We video chatted. It was like looking in a mirror. Literally. She had the same birthmark on her left shoulder that I have. The same weird double-jointed thumbs. The same laugh. She told me she'd been raised by a couple in Oregon. Loving parents. They'd always been open about her being adopted. When she turned 22, she requested her adoption records and found out she was a twin. She'd been searching for me ever since. I didn't want to believe it. How could this be true? How could my entire life be built around a lie this massive? I drove to my mom's house. I hadn't done that in months. We usually just talked on the phone. When I got there, I found her place empty. Her neighbor said she'd packed up and left 3 days earlier. No forwarding address. I was losing my mind. I called my mom's sister, my aunt. She wouldn't talk to me either, just said it was complicated and not her story to tell.